Nick Ilkins just come back from Craven Cottage Virtually. It was West Ham 0, Fulham 0. Connor, I think we was very lucky to come away with a point tonight.
Oh yeah, certainly. It's us. I wasn't going to Fulham is always tough game, but you always wanted to highlight that game as another game where we can get the 3 points this evening. And the first half, the players just looked leggy. They looked like bit maybe complacent. I don't know. At times we were kind of living on edge, I think, throughout the game. And you wouldn't expect us to be Fulham. The way they are at the moment in the league. Down the bottom three, and they really showed that they're fighting for their lives down there. And I think we didn't expect that this evening, but a very unlike West Ham performance this season. And it was already a poor performance as it is, and then I just thought for Mike Dean to just finish it off and sum it up at the end was a disgrace.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second. Do you think that's what you put it down to, Connor? Do you think it's just we weren't expecting them to be so good, to be quite honest with you? But you only had to do your homework. You would have known that they're no mugs for them. They've had a few very unlucky results of late.
Yeah, it seems to be a problem with them just putting the ball in the back of the net. There are a few players there that, they remind me a bit like Leeds, but a bit less quality. Leeds have loads of different goal scorers. There's not just one for them, but they have a bit more quality to score the goals. Fulham just have a few players, I think getting Madge and the window for them can help them, and Mitrovic, but they have no one that's like a guaranteed goal scorer, something like we've been looking for a few years, and they all kind of chip in every now and then. But we didn't really have that period at all, I thought, today in the game that we actually kind of controlled it for a bit, maybe a chance or two here or there. But I think it was Fulham dictated today, and you swear like we were playing Manchester City today. It was a really off performance for us.
Yeah, I think we're absolutely correct, mate. Let's talk about Mike Dean, the red card. If that don't get overturned, I don't think it will get overturned because he looked at it so many times. They won't want to fall, but it's a joke, isn't it?
I've said this. Like, I've watched football now. Like, I'm 18. Like, and I've watched football for about, I don't know, well over 10 years anyway. And I don't think I've ever seen a decision as worse as that. I think the fact that the fact that you have to look for it so many times and just try and seize that red card, does it show that it's actually just not clear and obvious to be a red card? Like, you got to use common sense there. Like the fact that Mitrovic, I know he went down and made a bit out of it, but he even said himself that's not red. Like, what more does Mike Dean need to be shown by? It's just clueless officiating, really.
Yeah, you said it there. You have to use your common sense, but he didn't even have to do that. He was being told by the person that was being fouled that there was nothing in it.
I don't understand where these decisions are coming out. Southampton the other day as well, they said that Mike Dean, they don't want him to referee a game for them again. And, the fact that the reaction from, I think, all around the football world because of this, is not normally a 50-50 debate or something like that. But fair play to the lads in the studio, Sky Sports as well, Zamora and Redknapp, they clearly said it. That's, the Mike Dean show again. One of them said all he wants to do is be the centre of attention. And, he proved that tonight again.
Absolutely. Connor, thank you so much for coming on, mate. I really appreciate it.
Cheers, Nicky. Take care.
Bye.